Good evening, Tiffin, and welcome to another broadcast of WHEI News Center 10 live at 5.
WHEI is your biggest and #1 campus source for bringing you the biggest stories from around the state, around Tiffin, and around the Berg.
Coming up, we have news on Cedar Point.
And later tonight, we'll check out what's happening at the Berg.
And we'll take a look at Berg sports as well as what's trending on your social media. That's what's in store for tonight.
Don't touch that remote.
WHEI News Center 10 live at 5 starts now.
Good evening, Tiffin, and welcome to WHEI News Center 10 live at 5 for Wednesday, September 14th, 2016. I'm Laura Beta.
And I'm David Brower. Let's get to our first story of the night.
A Sioux tribe's environmental concerns over the Dakota Access Pipeline's potential impact on the Standing Rock Reservation's water supply are unfounded. This is according to Kelly Warren, the chairman and CEO of the company building the pipeline. Part of the pipeline would cross Sioux lands and run under the Missouri River, the tribe's sole water source, drawing concerns from environmentalists and tribe leaders that potential oil spill could devastate the reservation. Warren stated that the pipeline was designed with, quote, tremendous safety factors that exceeded all existing safety and environmental regulations in order to prevent such a scenario. The Dakota Access Pipeline, which is already more than half completed, is a massive $3.7 billion project, which has drawn thousands to the construction site and now possibly thousands more.
11 police officers of Hartford, Connecticut were sent to the hospital after being exposed to heroin and fentanyl. The officers were exposed during a narcotics bust across the street from Hartford High School. Deputy Chief Brian Foley said that the team set off flash grenades, which might have caused powder from the drugs into the air. Members soon started feeling lightheaded and nauseated, developed sore throat, headaches, and even began vomiting. Officers were transported to a hospital and treated and released. The ever-popular Halloween weekend at Cedar Point begins this Friday night. The weekend will kick off with Last Ride and Rights on Mean Street. Since the coaster will no longer be available from September 16th, the ride will be open from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. for those looking for one last ride. Some new additions to the Spooky Fun this year include the Great Pumpkin Parade, new skeleton room keys, and blood drums. So go check out Cedar Point during this spooky time, but don't get scared away.
There's a new pub coming to Toledo, Ohio, and you may see it all over because it's moving on wheels. The Handlebar Toledo is a 16-passenger pedal pub that will host its grand opening within the next few weeks. The pedal pub will have 2-hour tours throughout the downtown Toledo 7 days a week. The hours will range from Monday through Friday, 12:30 p.m. until 10 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. For more information, visit handlebartoledo.com. That wraps up our local news segment for the day.
But don't go anywhere, because on the other side of this break, we'll get to all the Berg news stories.
We're watching WHEI TV 10.
There you go. Student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
My boyfriend drinks too much. I found help and support at Al-Anon Family Groups. Is someone's drinking troubling you? You might be surprised at what you can learn in an Al-Anon family group from people just like you. Call 1-888-4-AL-ANON or go to alanon.org.
Our son's drinking interfered with our retirement. We found help at Al-Anon Family Groups. Is someone's drinking troubling you? You might be surprised at what you can learn at an Al-Anon family group from people just like you. Call 1-888-4-AL-ANON or go to alanon.org.
Welcome back to Heidelberg News Center 10 live at 5.
Let's get started on our Heidelberg campus news segment. This Thursday, James Lovell will speak at Heidelberg's first official Hype Day. Lovell was the captain of the Apollo 13 mission who was able to safely get his crew back to Earth despite the catastrophes they experienced on their way to the moon. Chairperson of Heidelberg's Hype Committee, Dr. Robin Heaton, claims that from James Lovell's unique experience, students will understand the importance of collaboration from his speech. Dr. Robin Heaton believes James Lovell will be a good speaker because of what his unique experiences allow him to portray to students.
He was chosen as a hype speaker because this experience embodies the notion of collaboration, which is the life skill that we are attempting to help students with for this particular session of hype.
Students have the opportunity to hear James Lovell's unique life or death story at 10 in Cyberling Gymnasium.
Everybody got their first or second choice. So first-year students were placed into whatever sessions they...
On Thursday, September 15th, Heidelberg will be having its first Hype Day. Hype is a program that builds leadership, teamwork, and other skills. There will be a guest speaker in the morning and workshops held throughout the day. Jacqueline Saronin explains how the first-year students signed up for their sessions. The first-year students were given preferences for what they wanted to fill out for and everything out during orientation.
Everybody got their first or second choice. So first-year students were placed into whatever sessions they selected for September.
Classes for Thursday, September 15th will be canceled to allow students to attend any and all Hype sessions they sign up for. All students are encouraged to check out this event.
If you are planning on graduating this year, listen up. Tomorrow, September 15th, is the Grad Fair. This fair is for anyone graduating in the fall or spring. If you don't go, you won't be able to graduate. The fair will be in Wickham Great Hall from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. If you have any questions, contact Beth Schwartz at bschwartz@heidelberg.edu. We're both graduating at the end of this year.
I'm so excited, but I'm somewhat in denial.
Same.
Let's just be fifth years together.
We are coming back for our masters, so that's all we have for Berg's campus news today. We will get into all the news from the social media world next.
News Center 10 live at 5. We'll be right back.
You're watching WHEI TV 10, student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
In the heart of Heidelberg's campus lies the Fireside Cafe and Pub, featuring a relaxing and engaging space welcome to the public. Fireside's menu includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, desserts, and even a soothing latte or coffee, offering a wide selection of exciting new and wholesome food options. Fireside Cafe Pub also serves a variety of refreshing drinks to accompany its cozy atmosphere. Come experience Fireside's new fall menu and visit us on Instagram at Berg Dining Services.
My name's Angela, and we're bringing you Berg Fit to Heidelberg University to help the students as well as athletes and staff be healthy, whether they're trying to gain muscle, lose weight, or just have more energy for class. Everyone has different goals. We offer pre-workout, post-workout, healthy meal replacement smoothies, as well as many snacks and healthy energy drinks for everyone.
I like them. They work. Taste good. Relatively cheap. Favorite flavor is definitely Twix.
Hello, and welcome to our Social Spotlight segment. Let's check out what's trending today in the world of social media. At a performance in St. Louis recently, Beyonce paused the performance of her song, Single Ladies, to give the stage to backup dancer John Silver. Silver then proposed to his girlfriend, Ashley Everett, who was also a backup dancer. She said yes, and the crowd went absolutely crazy. Everett posted a series of Instagram videos in which she shows off her ring and thanks everyone for their love and support. And in other news, the host of Family Feud met his doppelganger, and he lost his mind. Olden Thornton is a pastor in North Carolina who appeared with his family on Family Feud just recently. Olden is now a viral star because he happens to look just a whole lot like the host of Family Feud, Steve Harvey. But if you know Steve Harvey, he loses his mind at least once or twice an episode. Now that's all we have for our Social Spotlight segment. Now let's send it back to Dave and Laura at the news desk.
Thanks, Henry. So what would you do if you've met your doppelganger?
I would go out and have lunch with him.
Have you ever met your doppelganger?
No, I have not, but a lot of people tell me I look like a lot of people, but I
like
don't
what?
see the resemblance. Somebody told me that I look like Edward Snowden.
Oh, I've heard that, yeah.
I don't see it.
It's time to throw it over to Henry to take a look at today's top sports stories.
On September 3rd, the Heidelberg Student Princess football team played their home opener against the Cortland Red Dragons. The result of the game was a devastating loss, 30-28. The Student Princes will now focus on the next game against Ohio Northern. This game will be important for the Student Princes since it is their first conference game that they will play.
Saturday, we play Ohio Northern. It is the first ever night game on campus.
Support the football team on Saturday, September 17th at 7 p.m. This will be the first ever night game for the football program in its history. So let's cheer on the Student Princes to victory over the Ohio Northern Polar Bears. That's all we have for Heidelberg Sports. I'm Henry Bourne. Let's send it back to David and Laura at the news desk.
Well, how about that night game?
I'm so excited for it. Everyone should come, and you should definitely stay for the halftime show because I'm performing both the dance team and singing.
Well, I'll definitely be there.
Awesome. Thank you. So when we return, we'll get to our final story of the evening.
You're watching WHEI TV 10, student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
Whose idea was this? Did you think this was a good idea? Who got the paint out? Brother did?
What is funny?
I don't think this is funny at all. Who's gonna clean it up?
I gave thanks with tickets to a concert.
Looking for a unique way to show your gratitude for our nation's veterans and service members? One that will immediately and directly impact their lives? Give your extra tickets to VetTix. How will you give thanks? VetTix. Give something to those who gave. For more information on how you can make a difference, go to vettix.org.
Welcome back.
Let's get to our final story of the evening.
A woman in Washington, D.C. is facing real charges of second-degree theft for swiping 3 French fries.
A police officer was eating when 2 women, who believed to be intoxicated at the time, came up and attempted to strike a conversation with the officer. One of the women decided that his French fries looked good enough to eat and snagged 2 of his fries off his plate.
As the officer stated in his report, quote, I politely asked D1 not to do that again because I paid for that food and she was stealing from me and she could be arrested for theft of my food. Well, the woman decided to take the risk and stole another French fry, which ended with her being arrested.
Well, how about that, Laura?
Makes you think twice before you take fries off of someone's plate.
Especially
Yeah.
a police officer. I think it'd be funny to do sometime, though.
No, let's not get arrested.
Yeah, that one will look good on our record. Is that
No,
right?
no. Thank you for watching WHEI News Center 10 live at 5. Our program tonight was produced and presented by the Department of Communication and Media from inside the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
And thank you for joining us for tonight's program. So, signing off, I'm David Brower.
I'm Laura Beta, and on behalf of Henry, Demetrius, and all the WHEI production crew, we'll see you next time.